Welcome to the North Tahoe High School Parent Academy. In this episode, we're going to be talking about managing Google Classroom notifications for parents and guardians. To get started, parents must be invited by their instructor to the Google Classroom page. It's helpful to check to make sure that your ARIES email address is up to date to ensure that you're linked correctly to your student's Google Classroom page. An important note is that while you can receive notifications at any email address, if you have a Google or Gmail email address, you can actually edit some of the important settings, which I'll cover a little bit later in this tutorial. To access or edit any notification settings, you're going to first need to make sure that you're part of the Google Classroom and have accepted the invitation as a guardian. On the screen, you see a sample of what will show up in your email inbox. To join as a guardian, please be sure to click the blue button. If you're not the guardian for some reason and you got this invite, feel free to select the I am not a guardian option that you see next to the blue button on the screen. Once you've hit accept, you'll get an email notification, as will your student. Parent notifications are set to default to the end of the week. You'll get an email summary for the past week of activity on your student's Google Classroom page. Now, your student might have 6 or 7 different Google Classroom pages, and for some classes, you might want a more frequent update. To access the frequency of notification settings, you're going to click at the bottom of any email notification the settings option that you see on the screen. This will ask you to either log into a Gmail or Google-based email account, or create one if you haven't created one yet. Once you're logged in to your Gmail or Google account, you'll have access to change the frequency of your notifications. The 3 options that you'll see are weekly, so that will be a summary at the end of each week of instruction; daily, and that's Monday through Friday, when you receive an update of the activity on your student's Google Classroom page at the end of every school day; or no summaries. In certain circumstances, maybe you don't need summaries for a particular class, and that's okay too. We want to ensure that students take the responsibility to manage their coursework, and if you don't need a summary, you can either unsubscribe at the bottom of the notifications or use this change feature within the frequency settings. We hope you'll enjoy the updates from Google Classroom, and if you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher, your school counselor, or your translation team.